Welcome back, Bob the Vapor Computer Guy. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Kangertech Pangu tank. This is an interesting little tank, interesting coil system which you're going to see up close. Taste on it, pretty good. Let's dive down to the table, take a look at it close, and I'll tell you all the pros and cons. We have the Pangu tank from Kangertech. Interesting tank here. Scratch and sniff. I said that first. I think I'm the first person ever to call it a scratch and sniff, and now I hear everybody doing it. They're copying me. All right, some specs in the back there for you. You have your downloading of their Kangertech software and authenticity information. Little instruction card there. Sorry about the lighting there. Let's get that a little better. In case for some reason you want to pause it and read it. There you go. Let me turn on some other lighting here. Hang on one second. All right, how's that? That should be a little bit better with the lighting there. All right, so we got all that up over there. Tank. This long thing is a coil. Let's take a look at the tank and you'll see what I mean. Basically, your coil is the entire length of the device. A little cap over here. That's your coil. I don't think you can put a standard drip tip. Nothing's going to fit on there really. Yeah, so you have to use theirs. All right. Screw the top here. And that's how you're going to fill. You can take that off, fill it up over there. Then this is your coil. Look at that thing. Something new. Something innovative. It's always nice to see. All right, got a single coil in there. Glass comes off. And I believe this is all one piece. That's the O-rings that they give you. They give you some replacements for that, but this is basically one whole piece on here. Now, you just slide that in, and of course that'll be closed off, so you want to have it like that. Glass. The top. So you could move that, and I don't think you want to pull that out while you're let's see, does that screw in? Yeah, oh it does. Okay, so that screws in, and then you can actually close off the juice flow or open it up from that. Pop that back on. Looks like it's not adjustable airflow. Alright, because you're not going to be able to turn this. That is my first look. So we always do it like this. We do a first look, and then when we go back up and talk about it, will actually be through the magic of video. Will actually be after I've been using this for quite a while and testing it out and telling you anything new I've learned about it and my opinions of it. So right now this is just looking at it right out of the box and learning it the way I do. All right. So pretty simple. There you go. Looks nice. Very innovative. You get an extra one of those coils. All right. An O-ring that fell out here, extra glass, and a couple of extra of those thick bottom O-rings that you saw on there. And that's it. That's the whole thing here. So we're gonna start vaping on this little sucker and let you know how she vapes. So that's the Pangu tank by Kangertech up close. Pretty interesting design on this thing. The chimney, coil, and mouthpiece are all one long piece. You just have this little protective piece around the very top of the coil. This would probably get kind of hot if you use this directly, and I haven't tried it, and I don't intend to because I don't want to burn my mouth. But you just pop that little Delrino plastic piece over the coil, and it works pretty well. Tastes pretty good. The pros about it are it's a nice, simple coil system. Coils are pretty cheap. Like I said, about $2 a piece. I see them going for online, maybe cheaper in bulk. And it's a very easy, simple tank for somebody who doesn't build but just wants to be able to pop in coils, and you can pop them in quite easily. The con I would have on this, for me, is airflow. It doesn't have enough air. It's a little restrictive on it. You got to take a little harder draw through there, and a lot of people like that. It's not really a mouth-to-lung tank. It's a lung tank, a direct lung inhale tank, but it would be nice if it had just a little bit more airflow on there. I have it fully open, and I wish there was more. Maybe I'm lazy, but I don't like to have to work to get that to get the flavor and get the vapor out of there. But I feel like I have to a little bit with this. So that's a preference thing. That just depends on how you feel about it. It's made well. Kangertech tanks have always been made well, I feel. And let's close off this airflow on here. Oh, you can't close off the airflow on here. That's right. See, I'm about to try and close it off, but you can't. It is what it is with airflow. And what's annoying is there was a bit of a mistake. Let's see if I can find it in the box here. In the instructions, if you, and I'm never going to be able to see this without my magnification glasses because I'm getting old, so I look dorky, but they allow me to see things. When they talk about it on here, it says feature, not features, but feature. Pangu comes with the features of replacing the coil without getting your hands dirty. End user can adjust the airflow holes, juice holes channel, and the battery wattage to achieve the best vaping experience. So they're saying here, again, end user can adjust the airflow holes. You cannot adjust the airflow holes. They are not adjustable. The only thing you can adjust, I don't know if you'll see it here, but show it up close, is the juice flow in there. You can close that off, okay, in order to top fill. And then you can open that back up. So you can adjust the juice flow holes if you want less juice flow for some reason. I never find a reason to do that. I always have it fully open. But you cannot adjust the airflow holes on here, or slots as they actually are. So that's a mistake in there, and it does not say that anywhere else. I didn't see that on the website or anywhere else, but in the printed manual it does say that, and it's not true. All right, maybe they changed the design later on for some reason, and they still threw in the manual the same way. I think that's a mistake because people are going to be reading that and trying to figure out how to do it, and you can't do it. Other than that, like I said, flavor's good. Coils are decent, and they're inexpensive, and they're easy to replace. It's a solid tank. I've had zero leaking. The O-rings, you can see, are quite thick on there, so the seal is very good. And yeah, so just not being able to adjust that airflow and not have enough of the airflow is my only real complaint. Some specs, 2 inches by 7/8 of an inch, 22 millimeter diameter, 3.5 milliliter e-juice capacity, designed for simple, easy cleaning, maybe used for both mouth to lung and direct lung, I guess, depending on the coil that you have in there. But I think it's a lung tank, unless you're using that, what's that other coil? It's like a 1.5 or something. Yeah, 1.5. I have the 0.5 in here, so I didn't use the 1.5 because that's going to really be restrictive, I would think, and that's your mouth to lung. But your direct lung 0.5 coil has good taste, just not enough airflow for me. Dual airflow slots. This is what it says online, but it does not say adjustable, unlike the manual, which incorrectly states adjustable. So there you go. It's not bad, but like I said, those few cons for me. Another good, a big pro for it, 17, 18 bucks. That's all they're going for. So it's pretty inexpensive, and inexpensive for the coils. If you're someone who likes to vape smaller mods, that's why I have it on here on this eGrip 2. If you like something smaller, you like something that you can vape at 25 watts, that's what I have the 0.5 ohm coil at. Between 25 and 30 I find is the sweet spot for this. If that's what you like, that's the kind of vape you like, 18 bucks or so for a tank, $2 a coil. I think it's a great deal, as long as you don't mind a little bit of a restrictive airflow on there. So pretty good. I'd say it's a win by Kangertech, for that market that wants that, and it's a nice tank. So there you go. If you have any comments, comment below. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching.